Welcome to today's explainer. We're diving right in, especially for those of you who are super driven and ready to hit those financial goals. Today, we're taking the sometimes abstract habits of the secretly wealthy and turning them into a rock solid, concrete roadmap. Ever wonder what actually separates the people who just look rich from those who are quietly sitting on massive hidden wealth? Well, we're going to break down 9 specific habits based on real data, and we're designing them into a detailed, time based checklist that you can start applying to your life literally today. Okay, let's look at how we're going to break this down. Our roadmap covers 5 core milestones. Number 1, the illusion of wealth. Number 2, immediate actions. Number 3, monthly discipline. Number 4, decade vision. And finally, number 5, the math of patience. We're turning generic advice into a clear execution plan. So, section 1, the illusion of wealth. It's time we totally redefine what wealth actually looks like in the modern world. Now, the stereotypical rich lifestyle, right? It's exhausting. It's all about status symbols, expensive watches, lavish vacations, basically performing for an audience. But the reality of quiet wealth, it's completely different. It's the person driving a paid off Honda CRV with 140,000 miles on it. They aren't trying to impress anyone financially. Instead, they're quietly saving 40 to 60% of their income and sitting on a $2 million plus portfolio. They are buying attention. They are buying absolute quiet freedom. Moving on to section 2, immediate actions. These are the mindset shifts you can put on your checklist right now. You see, we don't just magically jump to managing millions. Our timeline starts with immediate mindset shifts, moves into monthly operational systems, and scales up to decade long execution. Breaking it down like this turns wealth building from a daunting task into a series of totally manageable habits. And that starts right here, auditing your values. Look, most of us are stuck on this hedonic treadmill. We're constantly dropping money on Instagram-worthy travel or status markers just for a quick hit of satisfaction. Those are absorbed values, stuff we pick up from our environment. But the secretly wealthy? They value things that don't cost a fortune: time, genuine presence, or just a really good meal cooked at home with family. Once you figure out what you actually value, that mindless spending on flashy stuff just naturally drops off your radar. Building on that, here is a specific action you need to underline on your checklist today. Stop spending money to solve the discomfort of boredom. Seriously, our modern consumer economy is brilliantly designed to turn your restlessness into spending. Signing up for streaming services you never watch or online shopping at 6:30 p.m. just because you're bored. That's a massive leak in your finances. Mastering the simple habit of just sitting comfortably with your boredom is literally a money-saving superpower. All right, section 3, monthly discipline. Time to start treating your personal finances like an operating business. Make sure you add these 3 systematic steps to your monthly checklist. Step 1, set up automatic transfers. Step 2, establish strict waiting periods for any non-essential purchases. And step 3, create a clear investment policy for when the market inevitably drops. The whole point here? Beating decision fatigue. By setting up these rules right now, you're making sure the exhausted, emotional Friday night version of yourself isn't making major financial choices. You're handing the keys over to the clear-headed Tuesday morning version of you. And as you run that system, you've got to face a harsh reality. Not taking risk is also a risk. If you think hiding your money in a savings account earning 0.5% is perfectly safe, but inflation is sitting at 3%, well, you're actively locking in an invisible loss. Your purchasing power is evaporating by 2.5% a year, and there's no red warning light on your bank statement telling you it's happening. The quietly wealthy know this for sure. They know short-term volatility is way less scary than the permanent loss of value from inflation. So, to manage that risk, true wealth builders share a very specific habit. They buy expertise. Instead of acting on random stock tips from a dinner party or scrolling crypto forums at 11 p.m., they hire the pros. We're talking fee-only financial advisors, tax accountants, and estate planning attorneys. They know that paying for expert tax optimization, proper asset transfer, and portfolio structure brings returns that far outweigh the upfront cost. You don't have to learn the entire complex tax code yourself, just hire the person who already did. Which brings us to section 4, decade vision. This is the big leap from reacting month to month to building structural wealth over decades. The biggest gap between the rich and everyone else isn't income or smarts. It's their time horizon. The ultra-wealthy optimize for decades. They have this amazing habit of asking, where will I be financially in 12 years if I make this choice instead of that one? And it's not just money. They apply this to everything. They don't work out to feel good tomorrow. They're investing in being mobile and sharp at age 75. They read because knowledge compounds over time, exactly like capital does. And finally, Section 5, the math of patience. Why slow, quiet processes are the ultimate wealth hack. Check out the staggering power of this number, $10,063. If you make a single $1,000 investment today at an average 8% return, and you literally do nothing else, just leave it alone, in 30 years, that money automatically turns into over $10,000. It more than doubles, twice, with zero extra effort from you. The magic here isn't a massive pile of starting cash. It's the raw, undeniable power of time. And if you want to see why starting early is absolutely crucial, look at this. Investing $500 a month starting at age 25 gets you to a $1.75 million net worth by age 65. If you wait just 10 years and start at 35, you're looking at $745,000. Wait until 45, it drops to just $294,000. That massive wealth gap, it's not superior intelligence or lucky break. It's simply a 20-year head start and the radical patience to let the process do its thing in the background. So I'll leave you with this. What mathematical miracle is waiting for you in the next decade? The answer comes down entirely to the actions you decide to take today. You don't need to show off, and you definitely don't need to make impulsive moves. Use the concrete checklist we just built together to kick off your own slow, quiet, but incredibly powerful wealth building process. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Grab a notebook, start mapping out your decade-long roadmap right now, and I'll see you in the next one.